Beulah man, I hope things are well. Coming back to y'all from my dove field. So what we've got out here, we've got some sunflowers, which are right here. But also, I got a lot of weeds. We tried to get it fixed so the weeds wouldn't come up, but didn't do a good job of it. So, but I want to kind of talk to you about weeds. If you look in the areas where there's limited weeds, like right here, my sunflowers are doing pretty good. They're 12 inches tall, got some good buds coming out, but the way they're supposed to look, because there's not a lot of weeds, you can see bare dirt right here. If you come right here, right beside it, and you look right here, you'll see a few little plants. They're not very big. They're not very big around. They're about as big around as a skinny pencil. While these over here, if you look at them, look like those big old fat pencils we used to have when we were kids. And so the weeds have choked out the growth of these sunflowers. And it's kind of like the world. It chokes out our growth that we should be getting from God. When there's other things that's going to take away from what God intended it for us to have, we're not going to grow. Whether that's work. We're supposed to provide for our family, but work can be a distraction. Our phones, video games, hobbies, fishing, hunting, all those are good in moderation, but when they take over, kind of like these weeds have right here, then the growth ain't going to happen. We're never going to go to that next level that we're called, that we're required to as men. God, when we were saved, that wasn't the starting, that wasn't the end all, that was the starting point. Our faith walk should grow as we go older. And so we've got to remove those weeds. And so next year, when I try this again, there's going to be a lot of work that comes in to try to remove these weeds. And it's going to take spraying, it's going to take burning, it's going to take plowing, and it's going to take spraying again. So there's a lot of work that comes into effect of spraying and getting rid of weeds. And it's the same thing with our life, guys. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, it's probably not going to be that much fun, because to be honest, we like our hobbies. We like our other things in life. We like sports. But we got to get rid of those, because once we get rid of those, then the growth happens. And then you start getting sunflowers the way that they're supposed to be. Look at this right here. So right here, we got a sunflower. And look at the growth on that one. Again, pretty bare up under it. There's limited stuff taking that nutrients from those sunflowers. But if you come right over here, is a sunflower that was planted at the same time. Let me find me one right here, because to be honest with you, there ain't many of them. Here's one right here. There's a little bitty sunflower planted at the same time. But the weeds choked out the growth. The weeds choked out the life. The weeds choked out the nutrients. And it's the same thing with our lives, guys. We got to get rid of that junk, those weeds in our life, and then God will take us to the men that we're called to be. So that's my challenge this week. Men, y'all have a good week, and look forward to seeing y'all at church tomorrow.